South Africa start their T20I series against Pakistan with a bang. A dominant victory in the first T20I at Rawalpindi. And we're going to dive right into all of the major talking points in this particular match. What a performance by South Africa! It was completely dominant from them. But there are some things that we're going to talk about and we're going to get into that we maybe are some major talking points. But ultimately, I was very impressed with South Africa. I think that they were clinical with the bat and with the ball in certain areas. It's good to see players step up that were criticized so many times leading up to the squad announcement, leading up to this particular squad 11 that was announced. For them to just shut up the critics, I love. Because for me personally, as a Proteas fan, I want to see as many South Africans perform as possible. I want to see Coach Shukri have a list and a host of players that he can pick from according to conditions, according to situations that he can call upon at any given moment. And I think that's what we're starting to build right now. So I'm very excited about this victory. I'm very happy about this victory. So ultimately, let's get into this particular show. But before we get going, subscribe to the channel, please, if you're new. Click that notification bell for all future videos. Smash that like button, comment, and share. Don't forget to comment after we've ended the stream as well. Please go ahead and do so. It will really help out the channel. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Cricket Fanatics Magazine, and this is your review show. I'm your host, Khalid Mohideen, and this is the show where we're going to be discussing everything that happened in the first T20I between Pakistan and South Africa. Um, I am ecstatic about this performance. Now, I'm sorry, I'm just getting the report is coming in now from someone that is writing the report. I gave someone an opportunity to write the report today, so I'm gonna do that maybe after this review because I really want to get into the show and talk about everything that went right in this match because we were fantastic. What can I say? There were some records to discuss, so let me get into some of the major talking points about this match and talk about some of the records that South Africa managed to clinch for themselves over here. I'm gonna get the scorecard on the screen for you as well, so you guys can have a look. But ultimately, I am ecstatic about this victory because in T20I cricket, it's not very often that South Africa dominate in this manner in other teams' home grounds. That's the key over here. But it all started with a toss. So I know that there was some people maybe online and on Twitter that's talking about uh, Pakistan winning the toss, obviously, and everything was in their favor when it comes to winning the toss, making the right decision as well to bowl first, given the history at this ground. Now, the pitch maybe would have said something a little bit different than actually what it was saying, um, what the actual game was saying, because the pitch did look a little bit cracky and it looked like it was going to deteriorate a little bit throughout this match. And ultimately, South Africa were fantastic though. But particularly in the power play, in T20Is against Pakistan, this is the between no sorry, I'm getting the stat wrong. In matches between South Africa and Pakistan in T20Is, this is the highest power play score that we've scored in this match, 74 runs. And that was really the turning point in this match. It came down to the two power plays. We restricted them to, I think, 32 for 4, 32 for 2 in their power play. Let me just double check that over here if I'm right about that. 34 for 2, same thing. 34 for 2 in their power play, which was a massive, massive help for us. That really put us on the front foot when it comes to winning this game. But let's start with the batting, because Riza Hendricks, who has been getting criticism after criticism after criticism, came to the party for South Africa. And we need to give him props where he deserves it, because he was fantastic. He scored 60 or 40 balls, and he scored 5 fours, 1 6. Striker of 150, really set the tone. Him and Quinton de Kock really set the tone in that power play for us. And that really was the what set up our innings, really. And it was very disappointing, I feel, for me, to not see any other batters really kick on in the middle order. But someone that people were saying, well, throwing his average around there when he got selected for this match is Tony de Zorzi. He got 33 of 16, 5 fours, 1 6, same amount of boundaries as Riza Hendricks, striking at a higher strike rate than Riza Hendricks, 206.25. So he was very impressive today. It was a pity the way he lost his wicket, because Nawaz was very, very, very smart. Now, you need to remember that Nawaz is also very familiar with South African players. He's been playing in South Africa since the Mzansi Super League. So he's very familiar with the South African players, and he really likes them, actually. He enjoys South African players. So he really had an amazing day. Ultimately, if you're going to pick a Pakistan player to be the player of Pakistan, not of the match, but player of Pakistan, well, then you're going to have to give it to Mohammad Nawaz, because he was brilliant. 3 for 26 he took. Quinton de Kock was good, but then again lost his wicket cheaply in another 23s. I'm thinking he's starting to warm himself up for playing for South Africa again, and I think we still have yet to see the best of him, I think, in South African colours again, as he warms himself back. I think we'll see the best of him in maybe one of the 2 matches to come. But he went out. Tony de Zorzi was 33 of 16, as I said already. But then Deva Brevis didn't really come to the party. Matthew Bretsky was very disappointing, and Donovan Ferreira was too. But then came a player that all of us on this channel and everybody around South Africa, well, majority, wanted to see him in this team, and have been calling for him to be a mainstay in this team. And that is George Linder. For me, player of the match. George Linder scored 36 of 22 balls, 4 fours, 1 6, strike rate of 163, and he was very much the reason why South Africa went to 194. Or he got us almost to 200. And on this particular wicket, the average or the pass score is north 200, so 200 plus. And we got close, and I was a little bit worried, because Rawalpindi is known to be a chasing wicket, and big totals have been chased on this ground. Corbin Bosch scored a boundary. Scored a boundary for us, at least, to take us close. And we ended up with 194 for 9. And as I said already, Mohammad Nawaz was the best bowler. But for South Africa, it was the power play. Now, when I saw the lineup and I saw Pakistan's lineup, I was a little bit concerned, I'm not going to lie. Because of the cracks on the wicket, when I saw the pitch report, the talk was that spinners are going to be very, very handy. And we only had 1 spinner in our side. And when I saw the way Pakistan's fast bowlers were punished by South Africa, I was a little bit worried, I'm not going to lie. But it's all about the plans. And the way we bowled, the plans today, I have a lot of normally I have criticism about our bowlers and the plans that we implement. But our plans were spot on, guys. We bowled fantastically. Even when we did bowl with pace, our bowlers weren't necessarily going for a lot. Now, Saeem Ayub, 5 ducks in a row. Opportunity to make it 6 ducks in a row. He breaks the duck curse when Brzezinski drops him, and he goes on to score 37 of 28, top scorer for Pakistan today. And at that point I was like, oh no, George Linde had something else in the plans, and he was fantastic today. George Linde took 3 for 31 today, but Corbin Bosch was the bowler of the match for me. 4 for 14, career best for him in this format. Absolutely fantastic. But also, I want to give props to Lazard Williams. He got the first wicket in the match, got the ball rolling for South Africa, and took out the danger man early. And 2 for 21 for him in 3.1 overs. He was fantastic today. But bowling Pakistan out or dismissing Pakistan for 139, absolutely amazing. And I am very, very proud of this team. And like I said, it's the first time that a team batting first at Rawalpindi won a T20I. And I can only be proud about this performance. Brilliant performance by South Africa. So well done to go 1-0 up, but the work only starts now. Still got 2 more matches to go, and we want to actually end up winning the series because we need all the confidence that we can get heading into the World Cup. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. That's my little review. We do need other players to now come to the party, but it's nice to know that there's still matches left for them to do so. This bowling attack looked really good. Even Lungi Ngidi looked really good today, actually. So I think our whole bowling attack deserves a lot of credit. And we only conceded 11 extras today. We can tighten on that, please. We have to tighten on that. We really, really, really do. Okay, so let's get into the live chat and see what you guys have had to say about this game. And then I can go put up the report that I need to do right now. I have to put that up. I can't get to all of your live chats. Okay, maybe I'll try. Craig says our seamers were next level on the pitch. Pakistan had no answers for the line and length to be bowled. Craig also says doesn't matter how many wickets you lose as long as you maximize the 20 overs and make use of your resources. Would have liked 200 with a stronger finish, but seems our start was way over par. We won by 55 runs. Craig says bish bosh bosh. Bish bash bosh. Dax says Boshi is our champion. We have some power eaters. Lack otherwise, our T20I side is good. I don't think we lack power eaters. We've got David Miller that must come back from injury. Donovan Ferreira is meant to be that. And having Deva Brevis in that middle order can be extremely dangerous. Lowan Geen Khan says, congrats, SAC team, outclass Pakistan team. It's not a C team. I would maybe say B. Dax says, Brzezinski is not a T20I suitable batter. What is your opinion? I don't agree. I just think he was off today, but I don't agree. If you watch him in the SA20, he's been quite dominant. Dax says, we have a wide range of spinners, all-rounders that is good. Linde is classic example. He also goes on to say, we should give more chances to Quinton de Kock as he started the smashing and give good start to Proteas. Him and Riza both. Dax says, we have to stick with Quinton de Kock as Rickelton, Luandre are not consistent in white ball. So Quinton and Aiden, you're saying, as our opening partnership can be quite lethal. And it would have been nice to see them both open the batting for Sunrisers Eastern Cape this season, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Dax says Riza has shown the quality which we all want to see. King, he's been showing the quality. I don't know why he's saying he has shown it. I mean, he has been showing it. He just went through a lean patch at the wrong time for South Africa. But I've always said that he's a kind of batter that scores his runs in chunks and he goes on a good runs. But when he's in a dip, he's in a bad dip. And unfortunately, he fell into that dip at the wrong time at the World Cup. King JLJ says, I think Riza to Cock is perfect opening pair. as they complement each other. Markram must bat at 3 versus India. That's an interesting take, but I don't think Coach Shukri would like that. Totliso says we need to work on finishing the game while the iron is hot. This goes to the ladies for tomorrow's game. All the best to them, and all the best to the ladies for the semi-final as well. Yes. King JLJ says the Zorzi played nice, but I still don't see him making the final 11. Yeah, well, with everybody fit, it's unlikely, but he could play himself into the mix. Safa says the South African Pacers were the ones who turned the game for South Africa. Craig says ladies on can do it tomorrow. Third time lucky against England. Go Proteas. Safa says one thing is clear: Tony Rizorzi is tailor made for the subcontinent. If we invest more in his T20 game, I can see him playing for some IPL franchises. Safa says Khalid, by now, what's your thoughts on Deerwald right now? I think he's rushing the things too hard. He seems to be have a thinking that every spinner has to go for six. Look here, we need to calm down a little bit because he's very early into his international career, and young players, particularly, are bound to go on little bad patches. We can't expect him to be brilliant every single time. So I think we just need to be patient with our younger players, give them more opportunities, let them bat, let them fail, and allow them to fail. I think Deva Brevis's game is developing and growing still. So we just need to be there as a fan base and support him as best as we can. Takshis, I doubt on Lizard. I feel Otniel should be ahead of him. Good news is that Nokia is back in CSA T20 Challenge this weekend and he's playing for the Dolphins. Yes. King JLJ says, I feel like they could have let Luandre played in the SAA versus India test. Huh? He is going to be, he is in the squad, isn't he? He's in the squad, I think, for SAA. If I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly. Dak says Proteas women's will bring more good news tomorrow. Hopefully. Cross fingers, go Proteas women. Lauren says Riza once again showed why he should be opening the batting for us in this format. Our most consistent T20 batter for a long time now just brings a sense of calm and glue to our lineup. King JLJ says captaincy might affect Donovan's batting. Lauren says, I like the look of Quinton de Kock and Markram top three, especially on those flat Indian wickets at the World Cup. That can be very, very deadly. And we know already from Coach Shukri that he's a type of coach that will make decisions that's best for the team regarding conditions. So if he sees that too, as some of us may see, then that's very possible that we can see a top three of that. Safra says the return of Quinton de Kock has really been good news for South Africa. In today, it showed why he's not only important as a batter but also as a keeper. Sarfaz says Riza and Pakistan are match made in heaven. Dex says Lawrence, it's the same top three as the last T20 World Cup. Last World Cup was played on poor batting decks. Will be the total opposite in India, mate. Will be playing on roads like we've seen in the IPL. Sarfra says the South African middle order has just been pathetic. South Africa's main strength has always been in the middle order batting. But that's bound to happen. Imagine if every single batter bats while every single game. We'll see scores of 500. Come on now. Be realistic about cricket. M. Sabikan, there's a cricket animation when I liked the video. Is it? That's awesome. That is really awesome. Smash the like button so you can all see that animation. Lauren says, let's all just hope Pat Maroney watched that Linda performance. George needs to be in the side no matter what he brings. Such a brilliant balance to it. Wilbur Stanley Pinar says, nice to see our bowlers come through today. Bosch and Williams were outstanding. Safa says, Linda needs to be kept in the T20I team for good. Don't understand why the selection committee led by this guy, Pat Maroney, has an issue with Linda. How did you tell me? Well, he clearly doesn't have a problem with Linda because he selected him. So I think it's got to do with timing and who they wanted to maybe see and test and etc. It's got a lot to do with a lot of things. I don't think they're against Linda. From my understanding, of Pat Maroney. I've watched a couple of games with Pat Maroney at Newlands, and he seemed to be quite chuffed about Linda from the conversations I had with him, but that was a long time ago. Safas is hardly South Africa bowling indiscipline has become a part of parcel of South Africa right now. I'm tired of pointing this out to CSA. But to be honest, today we were very disciplined. Foba says just a question. Why doesn't the CSA T20 challenge why doesn't the CSA T20 challenge have the hype of SA20? Money. Marketing. It's all about the marketing. I mean, the marketing for T20 challenge hasn't been good. Also, it's about the time of year that it's been played. Now, remember that the CSA T20 challenge has been played now in probably the most busiest time for people at work and at school. Whereas SA20 has always been played in the holidays when children are on holiday, when the universities are on holiday, people are on holiday, there's no work, etc. It has the prime time in the year in South Africa, and that's a major reason why. For example, the T20 challenge matches on like in the week at night. Who's going to want to watch those? Who has the opportunity to go watch all of those games? But also, I feel the marketing needs to be better. Now, I'm obviously putting our name out there as Cricket Fanatics Magazine to CSA. If you want help with the marketing, we have a great channel. We've got a great fan base. Market with us. Help us. Help you. Ultimately, we can help each other. Lauren says, Aiden and Rix as a pair has opened together in the two series now, and I've not been convinced. Just don't complement each other as well as in the other formats. Riza and Quindlecock average 42 as a T20 opening pair. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. It's logical. Takshish, what do you think Nokia will come back for India tour? We have to see how he performs and if he doesn't pull up injured again. I haven't seen Nokia play in a long time. He's been injured a lot. Lawrence says it's not a surprise to see middle order struggling the last few series. We're missing Miller, and with Klaasen retired, those are two massive holes. Yeah, but I think that the likes of Deva Brevis will just bring it together when he just gets a little bit more familiar with his game, gets more comfortable at the crease, he sees more opportunities, and he grows as a player. And then I think we'll be fine. Our middle order will be powerful. Tristan Stubbs comes back into the mix here. Tristan and Deelwoud in that middle order sounds dangerous to me, doesn't it? Safra says SA20 has to be successful and profitable league in South Africa right now. It is profitable, but it's profitable largely because of its connection with India and the amount of Indians, particularly that watch the league. I don't think it's as popular in South Africa as people might think. That's the thing. I think if you look at the stats, it will be skewed. I don't think as many South Africans actually watch this league as we might think. It's only played on SuperSport, so I think only 4 million or 2 million people get to watch it. And when it comes to attendances, I think the total was, I think, I checked that. I did a little bit of research on that. I think it was 1.8 million people watched throughout the SA20. I think 1.8 million people went to the stadiums to watch it, and for about 2 or 4 million people, I think it is, that watched it on TV. I think it was 2 million, 3 million. I can't remember exactly the numbers. I'll let you know. Lawrence says so. It's Arsenal United title race. Some say Khalid. Hey, no, it's too early this season. Arsenal need to prove that um, they are not bottlers, and United need to get some wins on the bounce now. I know they've got a couple on the bounce now, but they need to get more on the bounce. Pride says Brevis is the future. Miller wasn't made overnight. Yes, even AB took time to be AB. Daksha's Riza is in ODI squad, so he fill in the 11 of the ODI. I think ODI will be a little bit different at the moment. Riza isn't. Riza isn't what? What is OM? What? What does that mean? Am I being an idiot? I want to have Safra says I want to have a conversations on SA20 reception in South Africa with you, Khalid. That's why I want. Yes, we will do a live call. I know you keep asking. Isn't in the ODI squad? Okay, thank you. Yes, I forgot what the squad is, so I'll have to go and have a look again. Safras, we will have a calling show at some time. I will dedicate the time for a calling Q&A session when things are a little bit more quiet at the moment. I don't have the time to do a live calling show right now for every single review. So I will dedicate the show, a live Q&A session. You guys can ask me any questions and we can call in and we can talk and discuss sometime when it's a little bit of a dip in things that we need to cover. So yeah, that's it, guys. It's a short one. Uh, Brilliant win for South Africa. Good luck to the Proteas women tomorrow. I hope they select the correct team and then we go and bash England because they keep on embarrassing us, and it's quite sad because we played against the India and Pakistan and Bangladesh, all the teams that spinners that should have been the best spinners in these conditions. We played against all of them really well, and then we face England, and then we crumble against their spinners. So I want to see us dominate them tomorrow. Cheese Griffin says TDZ's element of surprise this tour. Yeah, he's playing really, really well against spin. He's been probably working really hard on that. But generally speaking, he's been decent at domestic level as well against spin. But you can only really tell how good a player is against spin in the subcontinent. So I've been very impressed with Tony. Well done, Tony Resorts. You've been brilliant. And you deserve some respect and you deserve some praise for the way you've been playing, especially in these conditions. So well done to him. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please smash that like button to see the animation apparently, and click that notification bell for all future videos, and subscribe. We're getting closer and closer to 6,000 subscribers. We should be on 100,000, guys. What's happening? Send this to everybody. Send this video and my channel to everybody, please. That's in South Africa that loves it. Smash the like button, subscribe, do all of those things, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow for a review show after the women's game. We can have more discussions there. Stay safe, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Go check out our exclusive interviews on the channel as well. Very important that you do that. I spent a lot of time and effort into those ones. So please go and check them out that we did. But I'll see you guys again very soon with another review show. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Go sleep, guys that are in India and in Pakistan. Go sleep. The guys that are in South Africa, go rest now. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Thank you for joining in. Thank you for all your questions. Don't forget to obviously comment in the comment section after the stream has ended as well, please. It's very important that you guys do so that the video spreads far and wide. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Peace out.